The Equalizer is basically designed to kind of accentuate how you receive the baseball, and one of the biggest features of it, obviously, when you look at it, it's odd shaped, and in the fact that there's no web. There's a little bit right above the pocket, and what it's designed to do is really hammer in your ability to put the baseball in the pocket. It's a training glove, so you have a pad here, so when you do the blocking stuff, you're not getting beat up. But it's designed exactly like all the other gloves, the same size and weight, which I think is valuable. There's a lot of training gloves out there that are outstanding. The small glove, for instance, is outstanding, but it is designed like a regular glove. So you can actually use it in the bullpen, you can actually use it in all your drill sets and everything. So there's definitely a difference between this and the small one. The small one's great for transfer work and concentration stuff. This glove is very similar to your game glove, so you get the same feel. There's a lot of misconception about where, kind of where you receive the baseball, where you catch the baseball, and the best place to start, obviously, is in the pocket. And you always talk about the pocket. What is the pocket? What creates the pocket? And there's a lot of things that come into play there. But when the baseball comes to you, when you center cut the baseball into your pocket, you're basically receiving the baseball center cut over your big finger and above your thumb. And there's a lot of different hand mechanics involved in receiving. The higher you go, the more velocity and all that stuff. Guys have a tendency to slide the 3 fingers over, and it creates a bigger pocket. So there's a little mystery in terms of what the pocket is. My belief is that you start, where you start is right here, as much as humanly possible, so you're not involving the other areas of the glove. That's when you get beat. You're catching the ball. But when you're receiving the ball, you should receive the baseball center cut over your pointer finger and above your thumb. When you're going good with the Equalizer, and you have a feel and things are going good, you should be receiving the ball right here. It's a little bit lower than most people think. People think you're kind of snaring the ball out here, and hopefully over time when you use the glove, that you have the ability to put the baseball right here. And from there's a lot of good things that happen. The transfers happen easier. Your throwing improves with your receiving. The relationship with your two hands, like we talked about earlier, is so important. That if you know that if the ball's here, that the transfer happens here, you get your fingers on top of the baseball. But a lot of times you get guys that receive catch the baseball, and then they transfer the ball down, they get their fingers underneath the baseball, and then somewhere along the throwing action they've got to get their fingers back on top of the baseball, which rarely happens, and you get a lot of leak and stuff. So it's a progressive thing, and this is the first piece of the puzzle, and this is a valuable piece. Your ability to put your hand on the baseball is your savior. Yeah, we do. When we do our drill sets, we do a couple different things. We do tag plays with it, because one of the things that happens in tag plays is you've got to use your hands. You've got to be able to use your hands independently, and so we'll use it for that. We definitely use it for blocking, and the majority of it, quite honestly, is the receiving. The largest benefit, in my opinion, with the Equalizer is the receiving and the dynamic between your left knee and the pocket of the glove. So we work a lot off the left, and the thing that's really difficult for most people to do is receive the pitch away with the Equalizer, because they have to get out there, and a lot of times they get short, and they're used to having the rest of the glove to make up for it, and you just don't have that luxury with this. So you have to be clean in your setup, your posture has to be correct, and you've got to get to the ball like you would in a game. You don't have the web, so you've got to get there clean, and basically those are the 3 things we do. We do transfer drills with it, because you can't really go in and dig, because the ball will be out. When you do the air transfer, which in some cases is valuable, the relationship with your 2 limbs is important. So when you transfer the ball to the glove, you've got to have it. So we always say receiving is throwing. If you receive the baseball well, you'll throw the ball accurately, because the transfer happens at the same spot. And so we do a lot of transfer work with it. We always do the hybrid. We throw the smaller training glove in there too, and do the small glove, and we build up the drills with a number of different training devices. So I think it's good for everybody. I think you can never be too young to build in a good path of the baseball and mechanics with your setup and all that stuff. And in the off season, I have a select group of guys that I do work with, and they all are on the Equalizer, and they're anywhere from 8 to 14, and they're killing it. And it cleans you up, because you don't have the with this glove, you don't have the ability to just come up over the baseball, get beat, and just catch it because the ball go by you. I mean, so you have to be in position to receive the ball, and whether the kid's 8 or 28, there's value in it. So I think everybody has some value with it. Obviously, too young, fairly dangerous. You have to have some ability, but once you get over the hump, so to speak, and you know how to catch the baseball, this is what can tie it in. This can help you receive the baseball. Put you in a really awkward position, and how you get back to the ball is the drill. With the arm. Good.
Catch it or pat it?
Huh?
Catch it or pat it?
Receive. See how the arm is working? And the hand is staying open, that's receiving right there. And really, those areas of the plate, the left, into a right-handed hitter and away to a right-handed hitter, that's the whole dynamic. And then depth, where you receive the ball and the breaking ball and stuff like that. But other than that, just feeding the ball down the middle. And when you have the ability to have single, it's good, Chad. That was clean. Really, glove on the ground, working the arm up on the left side. And this is for guys that are just kind of learning how to get to the ball. Clean on the left side, and then the arm will get the pocket and getting back to the ball. And this usually when I feed the machine down at the knee, the bottom part of the zone, working on receiving the bottom part of the strike. Good. All right, that's good. There it is.
There she is.
When you go to forehand, it'll be a lot different. Good. Two more.
If I get dizzy, I hit.
You gonna throw up?
No.
Last one, game 7. Good. All right.